you mentioned two things that I'd like to touch on. So one is the plenty of options. How often do you, let's say, recommend that a patient changes, let's say, the brand or the modality of contact lenses? And then the second thing was you mentioned oxygen, and I maybe want to go back and circle around to that as well and just understand what you meant by that.
When it comes to how much oxygen the eye can get when you're wearing a contact lens, so the contact lens materials, and there are many different materials available. More often than not, nowadays people are wearing a lens that has more allows more oxygen through the lens. It's a silicone hydrogel lens. Some lenses still don't have that material, and it will work for some, but sometimes we can see stress or strain on the eye if there is not enough oxygen coming through the contact lens. Here's the thing about oxygen. So the cornea, which is what the contact lens sits on top of, does not have any blood vessels. Otherwise, it wouldn't be clear. So the only way the cornea itself gets oxygen is either through the air or through our tears. So when you wear a contact lens, you're now creating another barrier for that oxygen. So the newer silicone hydrogel materials are allowing a lot more oxygen through that material to continue to get that oxygen to the eye compared to older lens materials. So that's one of the main reasons why we may change a contact lens in a patient, is to get more oxygen if we are seeing that stress and strain, and sometimes even if we aren't, because we just know it's healthier for the eyes. Another way we might, or reason why we might change or discuss other types of contact lenses, may be lifestyle, or we all really know, well, I say we, the doctors always know that a one-day lens traditionally is the best. I mean, you're getting a fresh lens every day. You throw it out at the end of the day. I understand it's not cost effective for everyone. It's not the best option or convenience for everyone. But we always have that conversation just to say, hey, here's what we know to be the best. And then here are other options. So beyond the one-day lens or the daily lenses that you throw out every night, there are 2-week lenses, which you can wear up to 14 wears. So, let's say someone doesn't wear a contact lens every single day. Doesn't mean they have to throw it out at 14 days. It's more like 14 wears, but it does depend on how long you extend that. And then some of them are monthly. Monthly can be convenient because it's like, oh, the first of the month, time to change my contact lenses.
Sure.
So there's a lot of different ways of kind of working around that, and finding the best solution for each patient.
Right. You talk about oxygen, is that also, does it matter how long I wear my lens in terms of letting oxygen go into the eye? Like, let's say I wear my lens for 18 hours a day because I don't sleep much. Um,
Right,
is,
right,
is that going to
absolutely.
cause like problems in terms of getting enough oxygen?
So when it comes to the time of wear, we do know that over a certain wear time, and I don't know that there's a specific time. I'm sure there are some studies that have been done, but what I know is that the surface of the lens, our natural oils and, things that are in the air that get into our tears, and they start to deposit on the lens. And so while that may also impede that oxygen, if anything, it's just going to decrease the comfort as well, because your eyelids are now going over that surface that isn't as clean and clear. Of course, that's why when you remove them, you soak them in the solution, which cleans them, gets that deposits off. When you're using a mild rubbing technique when you are cleaning your lens, that's going to help as well. So more so that long wear time is going to be a comfort issue, but that's because there are deposits and the surface isn't as wettable, essentially, so your clarity of vision isn't as good as well. So that's what happens when you wear them for longer periods of time.